Let's get started. (1781) Anton Diabelli. Composer. He wrote the waltz that inspired the Diabelli Variations, 33 pieces, composed by Beethoven between 1819 and 1823. He studied with Michael Haydn, composed several marches, and performed with the Salzburg Cathedral's Boys' Choir. Among his compositions are Adam und der Clem operetta and Pleasures of Youth, 6 sonatinas. His publishing company supported and printed the early works of Franz Schubert. 1867 Amy Beach. Composer, songwriter, pianist. She is remembered for her chamber, piano, choral, and folk compositions, particularly 3 Browning songs, Op. 44. She was a musical prodigy who could sing 4 songs by the age of 1. Starting in the 1880s, she became a solo pianist with the Boston Symphony Orchestra. She was the only woman member of the Second New England School of Classical Composers, a group that included Arthur Foote and Horatio Parker. In this series, we're paying homage to the musical legends who were born on this day. From rock and roll pioneers to jazz greats, we'll take a closer look at the lives, careers, and legacies of these talented artists. Whether you're a fan of their music or just curious to learn more, join us as we celebrate the birthdays of these iconic musicians. 1912 John Cage. Composer. One of the most advanced avant-garde composers of the post-World War I era and a pioneer of non-standard techniques. He studied with Arnold Schoenberg and had a long-standing romantic relationship with choreographer Merce Cunningham, which allowed him to influence modern dance significantly. 1937 Antoinette Miggiani. Opera singer. She performed at the Royal Opera House in London and the Teatro Manor, among others. She studied at the Royal Academy of Music with a scholarship in 1958. In the late 1960s, she toured in the United States. She retired in the 1970s to take care of her parents. 1939 Jon Stewart. Folk singer. An important figure in the American folk scene of the 1960s, he wrote Daydream Believer, a hit for the Monkees in 1967. He was part of a high school garage band called Johnny Stewart and the Furies. He became a member of the Kingston Trio after the founders' departure in 1961 and remained with them until they disbanded in 1967. His brother was a founder of We5. He also worked with Stevie Nicks on the album Bombs Away Dream Babies, from which the hit Gold was released in 1979. If you remember anyone on this list, let me know. Which one is your favorite? To learn more, take a look at the description of this post. Remember that if you like the content, you can share the link, subscribe, and give it a thumbs up. This was a program for Music and Life by Karlos M. Created by Rune KM Productions.